Yachting International Radio. This is Martina from Playa de Palma. Today we are in the Hype Hotel, which is a very nice boutique hotel at the Playa de Palma. And sitting next to me is a very inspiring person. She is Anette Seidler. We got to know each other 15 years ago in Cologne, and she is a healing medium. She hears and sees a lot of more things than we normally do. So welcome, Anette.
Thank you.
Anette, you see more than other people. What does this mean? Like, what do you see?
Oh, it's not really explained in words what I see because it's energy. And energy is like fluidum, and you can't take it. It's had not a form.
Mm-hmm.
It's only energy like quantum molecules, cells.
Mm-hmm. And hearing? What about hearing? So what do you hear more?
Yes, it's the same. The most people think when a medium says, I see something, I hear something, or feel something, it will be like a normal human man feel, hear, and yes, see something.
Mm-hmm.
But the cells and the molecules are not in a form.
But how can you tell that you can actually see and hear something more? Or so in this case, you would have to say you feel more.
Yes, it's like if you make coffee in the morning, like a coffee machine.
Yeah.
You have the filter, the coffee, and the water. And you need the water through the coffee, and then you get the coffee. It's like I am the coffee, and the water is the energy, and the energy flew through me.
Mm-hmm. So the energy flows through you.
Flows through me. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, and then I translate it into words, sentences, pictures, and translate it like our normal speaking, and give it to the people.
And since when do you know that you have the capability of seeing and hearing more?
Oh, I was crazy since my childhood. I hear things, see, and all the other things what people don't see and hear.
Yeah.
And my meaning was everyone had it.
Yeah.
But when I talk with people, they don't know what I do or what I say, and it was very crazy.
Yeah, so you recognized when you were a child, you were talking about things that you just recognized and nobody else recognized that.
Yes, or I get things, I get the information from the person behind or before me, and I know things that they never by herself don't know.
So you even know things that people don't know by themselves.
Yes, and I spoke about this, and the people said, don't say it because my man is here or my father, and they was very angry that I said these things.
Oh, so when you were a child, you told adults things they wouldn't like to talk about.
Yes.
Oh, that's really...
Yes. Especially that I can go in the head by the people.
Yeah.
And I take the information that they don't know.
And so this is what you recognized when you were a child. So you had a very special talent there. And then you also got educated. I know that you went to England for that. So how's your educational way? What did you do? I mean, what do people do if they have these capabilities?
Yes, you can do nothing because I was in England by the Yorkshire Healer Association, and all the masters there, they say, what do you want here? You have more special things that we don't have. You can teach us. And I say, no, you are stupid. I want to learn how I can hear the people, how I can take energies to the people or something else. And they say, no, you can stand here. I will sit there. And you stand there in the front of the people and you can teach all the people. Wow. So it was every time the same. Yes.
So what do you do with your energies, with your capabilities? How do you use your talent?
Oh, I don't need to do something that is special. I am only being. It's like everywhere where I stay or when I come in contact with people, they feel and they realize that something changed inside, or they must drink.
Yeah, I actually always have, when I'm with Anette, I permanently have to drink.
Yes,
Yeah.
or one woman said, "Oh, every time when I sit nearby you, oh, I feel so happy. I don't know why. Can I sit a little bit more on your side?" It's different, but they get it and they can't understand what it is.
Do you understand what it is?
No, it doesn't matter. Because for me it doesn't matter, because I stay every minute in this energy, in this frequency.
Yeah. Talking about frequency and energy, like there's a topic that is in the tip of the tongue, which is law of attraction. If we talk about energies and attraction, what's your and since we have The Secret and What's a Bleep Do We Know, what do you think about these books and films? Like, are they right? Are they wrong? Is there a law of attraction? How is this topic for you?
Yes, it's nice for people when they start with all the things, with consciousness, to try to understand it. And then the people try to find something to understand it. But you never will understand the energy, the consciousness, what we are. So they try to read a book, listen to audio podcast, or look a film, a movie, but they can't understand it with the mind. And when the people begins, it will be good to see a movie, to have a book or something else, because the mind try to understand it and say it's like a school. You begin the first class in the school. You must learn to write. Yes, it's the same. It's not right. It's not wrong. It's for every person. It's like special. How is your consciousness? If you is your consciousness very high, you don't need these things, because you are connected with, you can say, the soul, God, godness, nirvana, Shiva, whatever you say. But it's every time the same consciousness. So, and the law of attraction is, for the most people, is the duality, and the duality is they think it's the biggest one, the great one, but there's more and more and more consciousness that we can't understand.
You said something very interesting about the law of duality. Like, can you explain this? What happens if we are wishing something that we want, and how the law of duality comes into that?
Yes, if you have a wish, you are in lack. So if I say, oh, I wish to have a new car, a new partner, or healthy, or house, or what else, then I give the consciousness, I say to the consciousness, oh, I don't have it and I want it. And the consciousness said, yes, you can have it, but not what you want, what you wish. You get the opposite. And this is lack, because we are all.
And like before we had the interview, you described it very well. Like, so if we are wishing for something that we appear not to have in our life right now, and we, as a law of duality, we have both. We the other thing, like the dark side says, no, you don't want me, so I'm actually here for you, to show that I belong to you as well.
Yes, that's the most problem from the spiritual people. They want to be spiritual, and they say, oh, I want to be lightful, I want to be the light, the love, or yes, I don't want the dark side, or I don't want to have problems, and the other things. So, and when I not say, oh, I receive everything because I am energy, and energy is everything. Energy is the dark side and the light side. So if I say the dark side is better or wronger than the light side, it's like the energy said, oh, I am the dark side and the light side, and you don't like the dark side, you are the dark light. Okay?
So
Like?
you're both. But what can I do? I mean, if I really want to have a new partner, or if I really want to have a better job or a nicer apartment or something like. I mean, everybody tells us we just have to wish and then you get it. But like, what would be your way to do it?
I never say what I want, because if I do a conclusion, I am out of my space from the consciousness. Then I am in the duality. I only ask questions because the consciousness is self-intelligent, and the consciousness knows before I know or before we know with our mind what I want. So I said in the morning when I awake in the morning, I say, okay, consciousness, what can we play today? How many fun can I have today? What adventure can I play today? Or how many presents can I get today? Which people can I meet today? That I have a lot of fun, that I'm happy. Or, okay, how nice will it be to have a new car? Please show me, universe, where is my new car? Can I have it, please? So I only ask questions.
Okay, so we just asked the question. We asked the goal for the question. We asked the goal for the way, not for the question, the way.
Yes, the question is the most important, because the mind, our mind, not the consciousness, our mind, the human mind, means I must have the control about it, how my life must work. But when I don't trust in my consciousness that I am be, the consciousness said, hey, I want to play with you. You don't play with me. So you can get something, but not that what you want.
So if we are, if you have a advice for the people who are listening right now, what would be your advice?
Yes, it's very difficult because the people are all different. The first what I want to give is don't think so much about your life. Play. The life is not hard. You don't must work. You don't must do all the things. Don't do things. Go in the flow and say, oh, I am. I be the wealth. I be the healthy. I be the money. I be the car. I be the house. What I want. So, and then I ask, oh, how will it feel when I know that I am the house or the car or the partner? And then my frequency will change. And if it's in flow, it will very high, the space will open, and I feel like a happiness inside, fun, happiness, so yeah. But when I have a problem or a conclusion, it will make strong.
Make it harder.
Harder, yes. So, and I feel bad in my stomach, or my shoulders are very heavy, or I can't speak. These are signs that there is not in flow. The consciousness is not in flow.
And how do you make it? I mean, if you know the feeling of flow, it's like, okay, I can maybe just step into the flow again. But if you've never had the feeling of a flow, like how do you initialize the first good?
You are the flow. You only ask it. When I know how it feels to be the flow, how can it feel? We can try it. We can do it now.
Oh, we can do it now. So all the listeners, we are trying to do it now. Oh, we are doing it. We are not trying. We are doing it with Anette now. So what do we do? What should we do?
You only ask your question. Ask the question, how? If I would know how it feels to be in flow with my consciousness, how would it feel? How would it be? So, and then you only stay present. Your feet are on the ground. You only be. And then you feel what changed. What is changing. So, and what is changing?
Has something changed already? Do you have any more questions? We have some people sitting here, and there's no question left. So, you're living now in Tenerife.
Yes, Tenerife.
In Tenerife. And you're doing energetical house selling. What's that? What's that?
It's a funny word. It comes one day for 3 years. I was sitting there and asking, okay, universe, I want to play something new that's not in this world. The humans don't know what it is. What can I play? And then I met a person and they asked what I do and if I can help to sell the house. And I say, yes, I can try. I can go in with the energy, whatever, with the energy was there. And he said, oh, you are energetic house selling. You do energetic house selling. I say, hey, that's funny. And that was the answer to my question 1 week before. So I get my word. Energetic house selling is not a property man or woman. It's like if you have a house and you can't sell it because you tried 1 year, 10 years before, there are energies inside. And maybe in the ground, maybe in the house, maybe something happened in the family and you don't know. Maybe there was illness or a divorce or something, bad energies, you know.
Or even someone maybe died in the house.
Someone died. You know, when you go in houses, in rooms where are public people there and you come in and you feel very bad inside. This is, you feel that inside the house will be a bad energies. And this is what I do. I go in the house and I ask the house, okay, house, why you want not sell? To sell. And the house said, oh, they don't have harmony and they don't trust me, and I get the information from the house or from the picture or from the car or every time boats, every time, every energy. Yes, and I...
and then you transform things. Like, I mean, you must transform this information, or how do you do it?
No, I do nothing.
You just listen.
I only be with the energy from the house, maybe, and I hear what the house said and what the house wants. Then I be there with my energies, and it's like a Swiffer. I do only the energy, the bad energy flows through me, and then it will be clean.
Do you clean yourself as well? I mean, if you get all the bad energies, like a Swiffer, like, how do you clean yourself?
No, when I think I will clean by myself, I am in the duality. Then I make it right and wrong. I only be, and I say, okay, consciousness, can you clean me, please? So, and it is. And this is a different. It's like words. I make a choice, and the choice is directly be.
Do you also listen to illnesses? Like, could you, if you listen to a house and to the problem of a house, do you also listen to illnesses? Like, could you actually help someone who's ill?
Yes, I ask the body, hey body, what is wrong inside of you? What happens? Why is no harmony with the human and the body? Because the body has his own consciousness. So the most people think with the mind, oh, my body must eat this, wear this, make this, and they don't ask the body. I ask my body every morning, okay, body, what do you want to wear today? And my body said the red sock and the blue one. And I said, okay, you get it. I don't think about my mind.
Yeah, I know. You're very much about colors. Like when I had a problem with a bladder, you told me, put on something yellow and eat something yellow, like something a doctor would never say, like, do something yellow if you have this problem.
Yeah, they think we are stupid.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
but it actually helped.
Yes, it helped. And if you ask your body, hey buddy, what do you want for breakfast? Your body told it. Or you ask, hey buddy, what do you want for business? What do you want to do?
It's actually very funny. Since you told me that, I asked myself the question, my life, what do you want to do now? And this is really amazing what happens if I just go on the street and say, my life, what do you want now? It really changes, totally. Yeah.
And this is what I mean. I only ask the question and the energy is now, present time, now, here. and the energy knows what to do, or form the energy that's manifest, that I can see it.
Yeah.
And this is what the people, the humans, don't believe. They don't believe in it. They believe the mind, in the mind, what the mind said, you must do this, 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 and this, and you do and do and do, and you know it by yourself. It doesn't work. Okay? But if you say, okay, consciousness, what can I do? Or business, what can I do? And the business says, oh, I want to write a book. So write a book.
Okay.
The consciousness tell you what the consciousness want, not what the mind, the human mind want.
Very interesting. So if people want to know more about you now, because they listen to this interview, how can they find more information about you?
Yes, they can find in Facebook. I have a site, business site with my name, Anette Seidler.
Which is ANETTESEIDLER.
Yes, or my website, Anette Seidler.
www.ANETTESEIDLER.
Or energetichouseselling.com.
Yeah.
If you have something you will sell and it doesn't work, have a call. And I don't must be in Canada, in USA, or wherever. I can do it from Tenerife. I only need a picture, and I change the energies. I transform it.
Very good. Thank you very much for being with us here today, Anette.
Thank you.
This was Yachting International Radio and Martina Hirschmeier from the Palma Playa in the Hype Hotel. Bye bye.
Bye bye.